Thanks for joining us for our latest video. For those who've just found our channel, we're Andy and Helen, and inspired by our love of travel, we make videos to share our adventures. We're out exploring ancient marvels, enjoying vibrant chaos, crafting memories, and always embracing life to the fullest. So why not come along with us on our crazy adventures? Good morning and welcome back. We're out exploring again in wonderful Rome. Maybe not so wonderful in this little bit, our little cut through, and I think I'll stop recording for a moment because I'm struggling with these cobblestones. I keep tripping up on it. Anyway, stick with us and I hope you enjoy our video. Always really nice watching Rome wake up and getting ready for the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get the liveries, the noise, the hustle and bustle. It's really special.
Yeah. All the smells and the aromas as well.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Found this massive basilica on the edge of the Trastevere. This is called the Basilica di San Cristoforo, and we believe it's got a wonderful crypt underneath it. But oh my god, look at this. Reading this off the information there because I can't say it. It is La Basilica Sottoriano di San Cristoforo in Trastevere. How impressed are you?
I'm impressed. I am impressed, even I couldn't read that. It's giving me that look that says, look but don't touch. I have to agree with her. It's kind of weird to pick up the bones of somebody. There's a lot of forearms in there. This is the remains of the first church in Rome, isn't it? Or the first parish church in Rome. Strange. It's darker up here in the church than it was downstairs in the crypt. The crypt was really well lit, the church is really dark. Anyway, it's just life. How are you finding the weather today?
Toasty.
It turned out it's 42 degrees. A little bit cooler than yesterday. It's actually quite nice.
Yeah, it's not actually as humid, or it doesn't feel as humid.
No,
as
it doesn't, does
yesterday.
it? It's supposed to be nice.
With the activation of the death camps at Belzec in March and Sobibor in May. Lager 1 is itself divided into two: the Auffanglager, reception area, the largest part, and the area where the living quarters were located. In the former is the ramp used for unloading deportees, with a square in front. A large area where items brought in by new arrivals were sorted. Two sheds where Jews were forced to disrobe, on the right for men, on the left for women and children. And the Schlauch, a tube path leading directly into the building where the gas chambers were located. The victims are immediately directed towards two large barracks. Into the one on the left go the women. The one on the right becomes a storeroom. Then the men undress in the open. And after being abused with extreme violence, are forced to climb some steps adorned with planters to enter the facility, equipped with gas chambers. When all the people have entered, the exhaust from a tank engine is piped into the chambers for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then, after a few more moments, the doors are opened. There is a commando of about 60 prisoners in charge of extracting the bodies and laying them on the outside terrace. Finally, one last commando, the team working at the burial ditches, is in charge of layering the corpses at the bottom of the ditches and covering them with sand and chlorine lime to disinfect them.
Don't really know what to say. That was quite horrific. It's a museum to commemorate and explain the awful extermination, no, the murder of Jews and Slavs and Gypsies during World War II. And the story was told through their own eyes.
Very graphic.
Yeah, very, very graphic. And not something I expected to see in Rome, even though obviously the Jewish ghetto in Rome, thousands, tens of thousands of Jews were taken away from here to their death. Although this looks like a Colosseum, it's actually apartment blocks now and people live inside here. Where we're standing now is the area del Teatro di Marcella, and this was a theatre built. It's only half circle, not a full circle like the Colosseum, and it was excavated around about 1930s, I believe, and they've done it in 2 stages. I'll just try and show you this. That's the theatre there, and also here. And originally this area had a load of housing. It was quite a bit higher, and they excavated the land and you found 2 temples just here, and this building behind is the last remnant of the original habitation. This is the Capitoline Hill, and when we get up here there's some fantastic artwork up here and statues, and we get to see a very famous statue of Romulus and Remus.
Yep.
And also there's one of the probably the best views over the Forum and the Colosseum you can get in Rome. So try and avoid the tour groups, and when you come up this hill, walk to the right and under that arch, and you're going to find a fantastic view. How hot are you?
Drippingly hot.
It's got stupidly hot now, but here we are. This is one of the best views over the Forum that you'll find in Rome. These churches and hills are testing me today. Sorry. This is on top of the Capitoline Hill. It's a high enough climb as it is, and we've chosen to go up even further to have a look at the church of Santa Maria dell'Arioli. Scioli. Santa Maria Scioli. Yeah, I told you I'd find you your favourite church. just a wonderful church again, wasn't it?
It was spectacular. It's one of my favourite churches, you know.
Well, it shows us. I'd love to go and see it at night when it's lit up.
Oh, it'd be phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a little obscure church, and it's just up here. And if you want to find the statue to Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome, it's down here to my left. I'll give you an idea where it is. It's somewhere down there, but more specifically, it's right there. You can just see the police chief standing next to it, and it's the bronze statue with Romulus and Remus sucking at the wolf's breast, isn't it?
Jeez.
So we're going to come down to this little special viewpoint for us, looking over the forum. We spent so many hours down here, haven't we? Just watching the world go by, the forum in the background. It's a special place for us, and this is a special moment for us. And I'll hand you over to Helen, and she'll tell you why.
Well, I can't think of a more perfect place in front of the Roman Forum to say, we've got something for you, Andy.
Wow.
Because a couple of years ago, when we were at the Peak District, I lost my ring. We were walking around a lake and we were scrambling everywhere, and I lost my ring. So he said, Laddie said, right, you've lost yours, so I'll take mine off. Gave it to me, and we said when we came to Rome we would find the perfect place, and I'd ask again, will you wear my ring?
Of course it will.
5 years.
It's 5 years.
5 years wedding anniversary. So come on, here we go.
Yay!
I love you, darling.
Love you too. That sparkle in the sun. Well, since you've asked me to marry you again on our 5th wedding anniversary, I think this is for you. There you go.
I didn't say yes. But I will, because I love them to pieces.
So here we are, 5 years later. All the places in the world we've been to.
Yeah.
We come back to Rome for the 5th wedding anniversary and exchange rings again.
Yeah.
This is the next 5 years. Love you.
That's too.
After all that excitement, I need some more Roman ruins to calm me down. And we'll show you the bit of the forum from the other side. Just how wonderful is this? I'm walking on a Roman road, well, falling down a Roman road. Helen's washed out though, she's weighted down by all the new jewellery now, so she's on the gravel path. We're going to try and get ourselves a little bit of lunch now. We're going to pop into a local supermarket around the corner here, grab ourselves something to eat and a drink. Nice cold, really cold drink, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a little hidden garden to here, and with a fountain inside, surrounded by benches and seating. It's really quite pretty, not very well known. And we're going to go and sit inside that and have a little break, because it's well over 44 degrees now and the heat is stifling. So we've got our food, we're in a little supermarket, and we're actually going to sneak into the Vittoriano di Emanuele Plaza. And it's a little park in the middle of nowhere, hidden in the centre of Rome actually. Wherever you go in Rome, you'll end up walking around it. It's more notably known for where Mussolini used to give his speeches. But we're going to use it to have our lunch. I think this would be nice, wouldn't you? find ourselves a little spot. And we're going to plonk our bums down and have our lunch. Is that nice? Well, that's just the perfect place to stop and have lunch. What do you think?
I'm sure we're supposed to.
Yeah, we think the security guard came out searching for illicit eaters. He was standing there with his baton in his hand, wasn't he?
It's radio twitching.
His radio twitching. Yeah. Come from the peace and quiet of this lovely gardens to the madness of Rome again.
The heat.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this adventure and want to see more, hit like and subscribe. We've got plenty more to share, so stay tuned for our next adventure.